You see this picture that is here now? This picture that you are looking at now? Yes. That's exactly what is trending right now. That the Northern Elders have met and said that they disagree with the with Donald Trump and Americans' decision of dividing Nigeria. That the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct, according to them. That they don't want division of Nigeria. But I'm confused here. I don't know if anybody can help me to understand their reason why they don't want Nigeria to split. I don't know. Let somebody tell me if you have, the knowledge of the reason why the Northern Elders. Now, in quote, Northern Elders. But bear this in mind. When you hear Northern Elders, don't be carried away. Don't think that the Northern Elders that, they are talking about here, that, it comprises the houses, the indigenous houses. No. These Northern Elders that we're talking about here now are the Fulanese. Yes, they are the Fulanese. They are not the indigenous houses. Okay? They are not. Even the Christian states in the north or Christian communities in the north, their leaders are not involved in this. This is purely the Fulanese. But they don't want to come, clean and said, we or they, the Fulanese, doesn't want Nigeria to be splitted. And I'm thinking, could this be the reason why they are saying this at this time? I mean, this.
With regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the world.
If I understand, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries, who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do.
All right. I hope you have heard him now. You watched it. You heard what he said. That was former Bauchi State Governor who granted that interview. Do you hear what he said in that interview? He said that the Fulanese are global citizens. That anywhere they go, they become an indigenous of that place. If they land in Enugu, they'll become indigenous of Enugu State. They land in Abia State, they become indigenous of Abia. Any village at all they land, they find themselves in, they become indigenous of that place. Who does that? In which part of the world is that done? And that was why during the regime of Buhari collapsed our borders. He pretended and said that the borders were closed to stop importations and stuff like that. But the borders were open for him to bring in his brothers, his Fulani brothers. Now, I'm beginning to think that the reason why the so-called Northern Elders are now disagreeing with Trump and Netanyahu of dividing Nigeria is because of their Fulani brothers and sisters that are floated in Nigeria. Now, if Nigeria is being divided, no more grabbing of land, no more unaliving of people, and things like that. Okay? And things like that. Now, this is the reason why they don't want Nigeria now to be divided. That is all. But look at, the truth remains that Nigeria is never meant to be one. In culture, in tradition, in language, even up to, dress code and dress pattern, in religion, and all the rest of them. Nigeria is never one. Look at the AFCON match that was just played. Because an Igbo guy missed the penalty. It was a problem. It was a problem. People were threatening the guy, make sure you don't come back. If you come back, we'll burn your papa house, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll buy you, and all the rest of them. Ronaldo, them, they do miss penalty. Messi, them, miss penalty. Pele, them, in their own time, miss penalty. Tell me, why was this guy's own a problem? Even though that's not what we're talking about. I'm just in a kind of trying to give us the reason why it is very, very important that Nigeria is divided. Because the more Nigerians we try to force ourselves together, the more we destroy our lives. Yes. Let these Fulanis, let them come in from footage on anywhere they are coming in, and let them stay one side. Let them have their own country. I want to ask, will it not be big enough for the Fulanis, Hausa Fulanis, and the Yaribas to form one nation? Would they not still be that giant of Africa? If that's your problem. Oh, there was this lady. There was this lady, very ugly thing that always, a Fulani ugly lady that always come out, in the social media to insult her generation, not the Igbos. Telling the Igbos that they don't contribute anything. They don't contribute anything in Nigeria. Now, you guys have been saying that the Igbos doesn't have anything. If they go, they will suffer. They will be in a gridlock. This one, that one. Why don't you allow them to go? Why don't you allow this Nigeria to be splitted? Let those people that will suffer, let them go and suffer. And let those people that will not suffer, let them stay in their own country and enjoy. Why? Oh, you are trying to remind the Igbos, emotional blackmail. You are trying to remind them, if you are going, will you carry your businesses in Kano State? Will you carry your houses? Will you carry your businesses in Abuja? Now your back, you will carry your market. What about your businesses in Lagos and your houses in Lagos? Will you carry them? Oh, just to play with their intelligence, play with their mind, for them to say, nah, true, where will remain now? Why don't you allow them now? Yes. Now tell me, how can an Igbo man and a Fulani man sit down in a meeting and have a conversation, a secret meeting that an outsider, a foreigner, will not hear and understand what they are saying? Is it possible? The answer is no. The answer is no. There's something applicable to a Yariba person and a Fulani person. Can they have a smooth communication? The answer is no. Can you call a meeting and a Muslim will be in that meeting and a Christian will be in that meeting? Would that meeting flow? The answer is no. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is, in all ramifications, it is very obvious that Nigeria can never, ever be one. Nigeria can never be one. The best and the simplest thing to do now is to divide the country peacefully. Let people go their separate ways and have peace. Look at, we have over 6 million Nigerians in the IDP camps. These people that are in the IDP camps today for over a decade now, they had houses. They have their own place of origin. But now they have been displaced. Who is occupying their places? Who is occupying their villages? Who is occupying their houses? Who are the people there? That's the reason why these so-called Fulani elders now doesn't want Nigeria to split. Because they want to grab the land and grab up to the Atlantic Ocean. And have they asked themselves, how possible can this be? Now look at what Buhari did, which is exactly what is actually making this thing very difficult by now. Buhari brought them in, grant them pardon. They came in with their tools, he granted them pardon, flowed them into the Nigerian army, into the Nigerian police, into the customs, into all the paramilitaries. He flooded them in there. And that is why up to tomorrow, Nigerian military can never defeat terrorism in Nigeria. Because who are the people in the military? Who are they? Okachukwu are the same people. Who are the people in the police? The same people. What about the mobile police? The same people. When you talk about all these military checkpoints that is spread all over Igbo land, who are the people in those checkpoints? They are Fulani terrorists, for crying out loud. Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that? Is it that people are afraid of saying the truth? And that's why I thank God, for my people, the Biafrans, that refused that IDP camp in pretense that they wanted to bring to Imo State, to Alibo. Just to use that means to transport their terrorists to us. Yes. Otherwise, by now, we would have been hearing Muslim genocide in Nigeria, because that would have been their target. That is exactly what they would have been doing by now. And even when they do it, they will say, oh, it's the IPOB. But thank God. Well, I think at this point, I rest my case. But in summary, what I want to say here is,